All right. Hello everybody. My name is Andrew Emegiebo, um, and I'm happy to be here. So this video is long overdue. I should have done this a few days ago, but I'm doing it now. So let's do this. So this is my first YouTube video, or for this channel. I've posted few videos on YouTube previously, but not on this channel, right? So I'm starting this channel today. I think today is November 20th, 2025. So there are a couple of reasons. I'll give you context. I'll give you a short, like some kind of context for you to understand why I'm starting now, right? Um, so, but before that, the YouTube channel is going to be called JavaScript plus oh my god, JavaScript plus artificial intelligence. So what that means is basically everything that concerns JavaScript, web development, web. So from HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Next.js, Node.js, Express, MongoDB, all these technologies that just runs the web, right? So my goal is to be a master, at these technologies, like mastering web development, and that's why you'd see my I think the description of the channel says something like the goal is to like have AI be the co-pilot and you still be the pilot. 2-3 years down the line I might be wrong, like very wrong. But I want to do it this way, like for now, right? I want to just master this stuff. When I build websites, I want to be able to know what's happening, even if I'm not the one writing the code, right? I heard one engineer talk about like AI being a fight. Basically, I'll paraphrase, like being a faster typist. Just it can type faster than you, but you actually know what it's typing, or what it's coding up for you, um, because why now? Because probably it's good to know. So this video is going to be just straight up. I just want to just do it. I don't want to waste too much time editing, and I'm going to do a few edits. Maybe if I mention something I want you guys to see, but like the video is going to be no fancy stuff. That's what I put on my notes. So I'm going to be looking down a little. I have a few notes here that will just guide my thoughts so that I don't ramble forever. But I spoke about context, and let's go back to it. So I've talked about the name of the channel, JavaScript plus artificial intelligence and things like that. But context is, I'm currently in college. I'm in my third year, and let me say it this way. Before I graduate, I want to have skills that I can exchange without like needing a company, if that makes sense, right? Um, and web development is one of it, but that's not like the main. That's not like all the reasons why I want to learn web development, but it's just a good one. It's one of them. So I have been around web development for a while now. I started learning web development in 2023, but I'm going to backtrack a little more and tell you my full journey into digital stuff. Is that how I should describe it? Basically, in 2021, I started learning graphic design, and that's important because when 2023 came and I started learning like programming, or I would say web development, HTML, CSS, it was really fascinating because what I would do with graphic design, like moving things around with the cursor and things like that, I did this time. Sorry, I did this time, but with text. So I would type words like text, and then I would type blue in CSS, and the background will be blue, and I'll type red, and the background will be red. It was interesting, but I loved I loved graphic design, and I still have a few design eyes, and front end was just like that space that brought two of them together. I say this a lot in my interviews, so but I promise you, when it was actually happening, I was not thinking like that. I'm not sure about that. So like now, I've been around web development, and I have once described myself as a course addict. Course, COURSE. So I love online courses. that's how I learn, especially when it comes to skills like these. So Udemy, I have 40 courses on Udemy, and less than 5 of them are free. So that's how you can see that kind of mindset, right? That's like how much I love courses. It doesn't mean I go through them all, but you understand. I also have Code Comedy. That's sorry. Code Comedy is one of my projects. What's in Code Academy? Yeah, Code Academy. You can easily call it Code Academy, but like it's actually Code Academy. I have educative.io, like their subscriptions. Um, but because of these many things, I've been, jumping around and not actually making any real progress. You get right. So I want to restart. I want to start again from HTML. Crazy, right? People are doing AI. I'm doing HTML. Well, but like um, the idea is obviously we are going to still do AI stuff, like infusing LLMs into the power of LLMs into our software or into our web apps. I'm sorry if I'm speaking a little bit fast. But yeah, that's down the line. Not too far away from now, but like it's in, and hence the name of the channel, JavaScript plus artificial intelligence. So that has been my kind of little context, and right now I want to start, but I want to start in a special way, and that's why I'm making this video and starting this YouTube channel. So one of the things that helped me with learning is building an accountability system around that learning. So a structure that takes that takes a lot of the decision off me and puts it on that structure, um, so that I can learn every day. And what I've come up with this time is that from tomorrow is November 21st. From tomorrow to the next 180 days, I'm going to be learning full stack development, and it's very structured. Just stay with me. So there's this guy on Udemy. He's called Jonas Schmidtman, and he's a guru in web development. Like when I say guru, I mean guru. He has courses from HTML to Node.js, MongoDB, Express, Postman, all those kind of stuff. He has all those courses. So there are 5 major ones. HTML and CSS is called building. I think it's called. I'll probably just put them around here, so you can just see. Let me call it fast so that I can just put them once. So it's called HTML. Oh my It's called Building Real World Responsive Websites with HTML and CSS. The second course is Advanced CSS. The third course is JavaScript. The fourth course is React and Next.js. That's in one. And then Node.js with all its entourage and brothers. Express, MongoDB, blah, blah, blah. So all these courses, if you put them together, they would be about 262 hours. So I've done a few calculations and I'm like, well, if I'm able to learn 1.5 hour course content in a day, then in the next 180 days I should be able to finish these 5 courses. Now mind you, I said 1.5 hour course content, so it can take me 3 hours or even more to actually process the 1.5 hour content, right? But the key thing is that I'm going to be coming live on this channel. You see why I started, right? You're seeing it small. I'm going to be coming on this channel to live every day by 11 p.m. Central Time to just share what I learned that day. So I'll just code a few things up. You'd see what I'm doing, and it's flexible. We'll see how it goes. But I would show up every day to share what I learned so that I can continue to progress. And by the 180th day from tomorrow being day 1, I would have finished these 5 courses, right? So that's going to be cool. Now, how am I going to be doing that when I'm in college and things like that? That's a real question. But I have a few workarounds. One of them is Jonas. I think because he knows his course is global, he kind of speaks relatively slowly, and I can speed it up to like 1.5x and still be able to follow the videos fine. um, that makes sense, because to me web development is not new, right? Like, I've literally built a full stack app in the past with Firebase as my backend. So it's not, I'm not completely new, like I'm not completely new, but I want some kind of closure, structure. I want to really, dive deeper a little bit more. um, so these are the two things that probably makes it like, okay, I will be able to finish 1.5 hour course content in a day. So yeah, I've talked about, I would spend about 30 to 60 minutes on that live. It's not going to be long, but I just need you guys to help me with being accountable. So bigger wise, why am I starting this channel? Is I want to, you remember I mentioned that I want to be a master at web development, right? One of the ways that will be possible is when I teach it. So this is an avenue for me to teach web development. So as I'm learning, I'm teaching. um, I saw a quote. You see a quote, but I saw a text that said, "When one teaches, two learn." The one I was familiar with before that time was, "You learn a second time when you teach." That one is kind of like, it's not selfish, but like I prefer the way when one teaches, two learn. You get right. So that's one of the reasons. And then the other reason for actually starting this channel is just me putting myself out there, that I can do this, and any kind of opportunity that may gravitate towards me because of this, then I'm open to it, so long as it's something that I want, right? um it can be as big as anything. So that's the second reason. um yeah, I think that is it. I went through this thing faster than I thought. um but yeah, I think these are the major things. The only edit I'm going to do is to add the pictures of those courses, so you can just see, um yeah. And thank you for listening. Bye bye.